Gematria Krystan here with Omes Temple, and I just wanted to go over two breathing techniques that I recommend for starting your process with the integral yoga that leads to Tantra Yoga or Smai Taui, which is the Kemetic terminology for the coming together of two worlds. So since Tantra is always about exploring the relationships between the dynamics in the physical universe, Smai Taui aptly does express what we're learning in Tantra Yoga. Okay, so I start out with teaching the Heart Based Mindfulness Meditation because I always stress that it's important to master your ability to bring yourself into balance, to always intentionally bring yourself into your heart, where the frequency there will automatically bring anything that it saturates into balance, including your thoughts and your emotions, your being. And even as you expand that frequency out around you, it can bring anything in your environment into perfect balance as well. So there's simpler ways to deal with the breathing in this, like you hear, just to slow your breathing down a little slower and a little deeper than normal. That would be adequate for this meditation. But I teach you these specific two breathing techniques because they will be really important in being able to track the life energy of your spirited soul that's flowing through your central spine and brain, and then branching out through your nadi system, the system that the acupuncturist will access when he sticks you with pins in certain spots to free up your life energy in order to bring your body back to balance. So when we're practicing Tantra, we're actually accessing that same system, the spirited soul, the immortal part of yourself. So the breathing techniques I set you up with, by practicing them from the beginning, will really come in handy and make you very affluent and being able to tap into that energy and intentionally engage with it from body, mind to spirited soul. Okay, so the first breathing technique is real simple. You're just going to breathe in and you're going to envision that you're bringing energy in from the center of the earth up through your spinal cord, starting with the perineum area for men, that flat surface between your anus and your jewels, they call the taint. Okay, if you locate that area on your body, about this far up inside your body is where your root chakra would be. And then your second chakra would be behind your pelvic bone in your spine. Your third chakra adjacent to the navel in your spine. Your heart chakra, center of your chest in your spine. Okay, and then you have the crown, which is just a bit above your head. You have your first eye, which is located in the center of your head. The pineal gland is a good location spot for that. And your throat chakra, again, in cervical spine, adjacent to the front of your throat right here. Okay, so when you're breathing in, you're seeing this energy coming up through the root chakra in your spine up to your heart. Okay, so it's just a nice deep breath in, nice and slow. Maybe count to the number 4 slowly. So, and then hold. And exhale. Now notice what I did. When I breathe in, I took a 4 count in. I held for twice that for 8 counts. And then when I exhaled, I just collapsed my stomach, squeezing my stomach muscles back towards my spine, and then dropping my chest with a ha, ha sound. So it's not two breaths out. It's all happening in one breath out, but it's 2 parts to it. The stomach collapses, and then the chest. Okay, I'll show you again. And you want to make sure you forcefully exhale, making the ha sound. Okay, one more time. When you do it, you just sit either in your chair or in your lotus position on the floor and put your hands palm down on your legs, keeping your energy inside. And then you breathe. So I'm going to ask you to now pause this tape and practice that a few times. And when you feel comfortable with it, come back and I will be following up with the second breath technique. Okay, and now for the second breath technique. Now, this one is really going to help you to use your intention to drive your energy in the motion that you want it to go to, and to expand the frequency energy of your heart so that you can manifest that balance that you need when you need it at a moment's notice, if you can remember to use it. I'm going to use this chart here to help you understand the breathing flow. Okay, so I hope that you can see this. I'm going to just move it back a little bit and maybe just adjust this back a little bit more. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. All right, so down here, this is the earth. So again, you're going to breathe in for the count of 6 this time instead of 4. Imagining that you're breathing in energy coming from the earth's core, coming up through each one of your chakras in your spine to your heart, pausing momentarily, and then resuming the count, imagining the energy coming in from the universe down through your crown, 5, and into your first eye, 6. So your breath in will go through 1, 2, 3, to the heart, 4, pause, 5, 6, hold. So you're just pausing at the heart, like for maybe the count of 1 or 2, and then continuing on 5, 6. So you have to slow your breath down as you breathe in order to give yourself the time to visualize that energy coming up and then coming down. And when you get it here to the first eye, then you want to hold it. Okay, so while you're holding it, you're going to hold it for twice the count, which would be 12 if you can. If you don't hold it for a complete count of 12, don't sweat it. Just keep going. Try again the next time. Do not force your holds. Don't try to make yourself endure the feeling of suffocation or anything like that. If it's time to breathe, just breathe. Because as you practice, you will develop the ability to be able to hold longer. So don't worry about that. So just to breathe in, you're going to breathe in with the energy coming up, swelling your belly, energy coming through your spine, up to your heart, holding, and then coming down from the universe through your crown and into your third eye, holding for 12. When you exhale, you're going to want to visualize the energy coming from the heavenlies through your first eye, as though this first eye is the Jehuti center. This is the Ma'at center. Jehuti looks like this. So you see he's got the beak coming out of his forehead. I want you to imagine that you have a beak coming out of your forehead right here in between your eyebrows. And that as it comes down, it funnels the energy from your first eye, from the heavens that comes through your first eye, down into your heart. So you're feeding your heart the energy from the heavens to really enliven it, okay? So you're breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 5, 6, holding for 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take a tiny breath in and then exhale, sending the energy from your first eye through your brow center, through your beak, into your heart, counting again as close to 12 as you can. So, okay, I'm going to demonstrate that for you. And then you would start again, okay? So try it with me this time. We're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 5, 6, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I just kind of bucked my eyes to get you to see that as you're exhaling that energy in through from the heavenlies through your first eye into your heart, you're visualizing that heart chakra just expanding and getting to be more and more vivid in emerald green, okay? Then you might come for 2 and then start again. Now, notice that before I exhaled, I took a quick little tiny short breath in and then started the exhale. That'll give you a little bit more longer time to exhale. Remember, if you don't exhale for 12, don't sweat it. Just keep moving. If you exhale for 8 or 10, that's fine. You'll get it as you go along. Remember, as you're exhaling, you're seeing the energy coming through your first eye into your heart and building. Okay, so let's try it. Ready, set, in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quick breath in and exhale through your first eye. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See it coming into your heart. 11, 12. Hold. 2. Again. In. 3, 4. Pause. 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quick breath in, out of your mouth, through your first eye, come into your heart. 4, 5, 6, making the ha sound. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, good. Now, when you exhale, make the ha sound. So, again, watch this exhale is, imagine I breathe in, hold. I'm going to stick the tip of my tongue up against the soft palate in the back of my throat, where that little meat is hanging down. And then I'm going to breathe out going, squeezing my stomach back. As you get towards the end, pressing the stomach down. Getting all the air out. Watch me. Okay, so then I want you to just pause the tape and practice that. And then I want you to put the two together. So you will do about 6 breaths of the first technique. And then 6 breaths of the second technique. Okay, when you have done 6 of both of those techniques, then you'll just sit, staying quiet inside your body and being the observer, grounded in your root, centered in your heart, your inner focus through your brow center, your crown wide open. So as you first begin to sit there to help yourself get into this centered place, say that to yourself. Grounded in your root, centered in your heart, focus through your brow center, crown wide open. Write it down. Grounded in your root, centered in your heart, focus through your brow center, crown wide open. After you've just centered yourself and you feel yourself locking into that center, just observe. You'll feel your body want to move. You'll feel thoughts that want to distract you from what you're doing. All I want you to do is just observe them. You don't have to stop your thoughts. You don't have to shut them off. Just observe them. If you notice that you're starting to engage yourself with those thoughts, then just bring yourself back, grounded in your root, centered in your heart, focus through your brow center, crown wide open, and begin to just observe again. And just stay in that place of observation for maybe about 5 minutes. The best that you can do. If you don't think that you did it well enough, don't worry about it. You'll have another day tomorrow to practice again. So after 5 minutes, if you're doing your morning meditation, then just go over your intentions for the day. And once you've set your intentions up for the day, set one more intention and let it be this. Let these things happen in surprising and amazing ways so I can see the evidence of the divine at work in my life. This intention is a test intention, so that if you begin to see things falling together out of the other intentions that you set, sort of like as a matter of synchronicity, just as a fluke, something just happens and it just falls together, then you know this work is working, because the last intention is also being answered. Let these things happen in surprising and amazing ways so that I can see the divine at work in my life. And once you've set your intentions and said that, then get up and go forth and live your day. At the end of the day, do the same routine, except once you've centered yourself for those 5 minutes, just go over a few things that you're grateful for that happened over the course of the day. And once you've done that, then just go back to staying centered in your spine, heart, focus through the brow center, crown wide open. Just feeling yourself centered here, but also holding your inner gaze steady right here, like you're looking through that beak. As you continue to do that, you will begin to see this area open up. You might see purple light. You might see something that sort of looks like a bird. This is the energy from both the right and left hemisphere of your brain coming together. And it might look like light going sort of like this. You might see a triangle or a circle, something that is sort of showing you a screen. And if you see that, just imagine yourself moving through that centered area, keeping your focus right here. You'll notice your focus may shift a little to the right or the left, or it might go up or under. Whenever you notice that, just bring it back, staying grounded in the root, centered in your heart, focus through the first eye, crown wide open. And no matter where you go with this practice, you've done yourself the job you intended to do. You may not think so. You may not think you got any results, but when you least expect it, expect it. That's when the greatest accomplishments were actually being made in you. So be sure to come back and do it again. The thing is to be consistent. Once in the morning, once at night, and then throughout the course of the day, just checking to make sure you're grounded in your root, centered in your heart, feeling yourself here in your heart. Focus through the brow center, crown wide open. You could be at line in the grocery store or the post office. You could be at a red light. You could be waiting for your dinner in a restaurant or waiting in a line outside, getting ready to have your stuff carried out to you. You could be in the face of someone that's kind of acting crazy. But whatever it is, just check to see, am I still in my heart? Am I centered in my heart? And bring yourself back to that. No one has to know it. You don't have to go through the meditation techniques this time. You just quietly breathe to yourself and use your intention to just be centered in your heart. Feeling yourself centered in your heart. And notice how that affects you by being centered in your heart. Remember, the heart has the frequency to bring everything it saturates into balance. Let it keep you in balance. And have a great day. Thank you for listening. Bye.